Introduction to Information Security Fundamentals and Best Practices. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about protecting your computers and its contents, securing computer networks, basics of networking, compromised computers, secure communications and information security best practices, privacy guidelines, safe internet usage. Let us start with protecting your computers and its contents. Why should we protect our computers? We should protect our computers to get rid from potential threats, which includes viruses, malware, and hard drive failure. We do this because to secure our personal information stored in our computer. Now let us see what are the measures that are taken to protect our computer and its contents. Turn off file sharing. File sharing means system has one or more administrators in which everyone will have the access to read, write, modify, or even they can print the important documents. So it is best practice to turn off file sharing. Install firewall. A firewall acts as a barrier between trusted source and untrusted source, such as internet, which controls the incoming and outgoing network traffic. Scan for spyware. It is a best practice to select an anti-spyware tool which provides automatic updates and a real-time scans. Antivirus. By installing a quality antivirus program which can keep your PC safe from threats. Some of the familiar antivirus are Kaspersky, Bitdefender Antivirus Plus, McAfee Antiviruses. Upgrade your operating system. Make sure that your OS is updated on time by turning on auto update in your system. Upgrade web browser. It is important to upgrade your web browser as how we update our OS. If we do not upgrade our web browser, this could make our personal information public and it can also download our spyware which could capture our passwords, credit cards and they pass to attackers. Encrypt your data. Make sure that home network also encrypted. Store your data such as files and important information in a separate hard drives. To unencrypt this information which we stored in hard drives, use a separate password before it can be accessed. Safe passwords. As we said, to store our important information in hard drives. Also, we said that to set a passwords. Always remember, do not use your personal information while setting your password. Always use unique and complex passwords which cannot be accessed by others. So this could make sure that your information is kept secure. Manage your accounts. By logging to your systems, set a password on your screensaver. Always disable the guest login. Do not log on as administrator unnecessarily. Securing computer networks, basics of networking. Now let us see securing computer networks. Network security involves authorization of access of data in which they can misuse or modify our personal information. By securing our network, it helps to protect our workstations from harmful spyware. It also makes sure that the shared data is kept secure. The ways to protect our computer network is physical network security, password protection, spyware, online privacy. Physical network security. Here the word physical means stealing our computer or router, which is physically available to us. One solution for this is to save the data in an alternative mode. Using online backup services can help us to retrieve our data if it is physically stolen. Password protection. We should not allow a hacker to guess our passwords to steal the sensitive information. Set a password which consists of phrases that should be remembered by you. Spyware. Spyware can infect our computers and network even without physical access to our devices. This would be happen if we visit any malicious website. Online privacy. Attacker may also know about the person's information which can be tracked online through IP addresses of their networks and based upon social network activities. There are some of the techniques like anonymous web proxy servers and VPN services that protect person's privacy in online. Basics of computer networking. A computer network acts like a digital telecommunication which receives data and exchanges with the help of connection between the nodes, which is also known as data links. Nodes means also known as data links. These links are established over a cable media such as wires or optic cables and so on. Some of the basics of computer networking are open system. A system which is already connected to a network and waiting to communicate with other. Closed system. A system which is not connected to any network and will not able to communicate with any other devices. OSI. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. It is a 7-layered reference model which specifies communications, protocols and functionalities for each layer. Protocol. Protocol means set of rules given to the entities how to communicate with each other over a network. Some of the protocols are TCP, Internet Protocol, UDP, ARP, etc. Compromise. Before getting into the compromised computers, we will see about 3 topics: confidentiality, integrity, availability. Confidentiality. Data is protected from unauthorized access. Integrity. Data is protected from unauthorized changes to make sure our data is correct. Availability. Only the authorized users have the access to the system. If all these 3 principles are impacted by either intentionally or unintentionally by any untrusted source is known as compromised computers. A compromise can occur on our system either by manual interaction or by the untrusted source. Secure communications and information security best practices. Let us see about secure communication. When 2 entities are communicating with each other, means when 2 entities are sharing confidential information with others and does not want to involve third party to communicate with them, is known as secure communication. Next, information security best practices. These are some of the information security best practices. They are: update your software. Always make sure that your OS has upgraded to new software versions. Backup your data. Make sure that your backups are thoroughly protected and encrypted. Use the principle of least privilege. Here, the term least privilege means giving access to only least users which are important, to whom the access are important, to those only we have to give the access, and unnecessarily we shouldn't give to any other because it may lead to the other problems. Use two-factor authentication. When it comes to account protection, two-factor authentication is the most important security that we need, which includes OTPs, tokens, etc. The securities helps to confirm the identity of a person behind the screen. Handle password securely. We told that to keep a password which do not consist of your personal information or any other data related to you. So Always handle your password securely. Change default passwords for your IoT devices. Many services which are enabled with internet comes with a default credentials which are widely known to others. So change your default passwords as soon as possible. Make sure that the new passwords are complex and unique. Keep an eye on third-party accessing your data. While someone accessing your data, always check with them with what they are accessing and what they are doing with it. Privacy guidelines. We all are aware that we want to buy something from an online market apps. We need to accept some of the guidelines given by them according to their policy. The set of guidelines given to us is known as privacy guidelines. Next one. Safe internet usage, also known as internet safety. Discuss about the security of people and the information related to the people. Today, lots of people using internet very widely. To access some of the internet, we need to give our information. Example, online shopping. Some of the best practices of safe internet usage are create complex passwords, using of firewall, keeping our apps up to date, looking out how the scans are being done on the internet. Hope this lecture helps you. If you have any doubts, please ping in the comment section. Thank you.